Intercropping is a cool idea, but I've found that it's not so simple, or I have not been paying enough attention to make sure there's more benefit than competition. I don't have a lot of experience with growing several different crops in the same bed, either as an intercrop, undercrop, or relay cropping, mainly because I've focused more on controlled explorations of a single crop. This year we decided to intercrop a few different types of plants in beside the tomato, aubergine, and pepper plants in one of the large polytunnels, and we've had mixed success with it. The basil plants have produced a fair amount and are still going, and I think we could have got more out of these plants if we had harvested more effectively and consistently to control the way the plants grew. The basil plants that were more overshadowed by the taller tomato plants didn't do so well, which is not surprising, and some of them grew quite tall searching for the light and ended up falling over and blocking the paths. The parsley plants grow very differently, with all of the leaves emerging from the base of the plant, and I think this might make them more suitable for potentially overshadowed conditions, and they will regrow after being cut right back. Parsley will also grow for a long time, and in the right conditions can get quite big, and this caused too much competition with a few of the pepper and aubergine plants. The main issue is we planted too many parsley plants, and planted them too close together, in some cases crowding out the other crops. With so many parsley plants, we weren't harvesting from each of the plants fast enough, and some of the plants haven't been harvested from yet and have grown really large. If we had regularly cut back all of these secondary plants, this would have kept them smaller and given the primary fruiting plants beside them a better chance, or we could have simply removed or thinned out some of the parsley plants. It has been great to be able to harvest a lot of basil and parsley from this intercropping whenever we wanted it, without having to dedicate a separate growing space for these plants, and that has been a real benefit of this approach. But some of the more valuable plants like the peppers and aubergines didn't produce as much because of this competition, which is often a risk with any kind of intercropping or companion planting. In some cases, this trade-off can be worth it, especially if we pay close enough attention to avoid any unnecessary competition. But intercropping like this does make growing our own food a little bit more complicated.